You're watching Project 380 and I need some input from you guys. So I've been thinking about this for a very long time and I'm really not sure what route to go, so I need a little bit of help and input from you guys. This big red cap on the turbo has been on for far too long. But what do I do now? Do I leave it as it is? Do I put a turbo guard on it, which will give it a little bit of protection, and just neaten up this bit here where it's not powder coated? But I'm not quite sure if that will fit the look of the engine bay. I don't think a big air filter fitting straight onto the turbo is going to look any good. The intake to the turbo is 4 inches, so whatever filter I put on it is going to be pretty big. I'm not really sure how I could make an intake for the turbo, as there's not really anywhere for the intake to go over here because of the size of filter I'd have to have on it. So it'd just be a little bit of pipe and then a big filter here. And I think it's just going to be a nightmare with the filter sitting here and hitting on stuff. Putting the filter down here I think is a no-go. 4 inches to fit in a really small space is going to be quite a challenge. Also, I've been told. So I'm not really sure whether an intake pipe is going to be possible or look any good at all. I have got a couple of spare headlights, and this one I do want to make into a cold air intake straight into the turbo for some track events. But if I was going to make an intake, let me know what you guys think I should do and what sort of filter I should run. But there is one last option that I still can't make my mind up about, and that is a turbo bellmouth or velocity stack, whatever you want to call it. This goes straight on the turbo just like that, which I think neatens it up quite a lot, and according to my friend James, these do some pretty cool stuff with air. But he's talking about ITB, so I don't know whether the same principle applies to a turbo bellmouth. But apparently, because of the shape of the bellmouth, the air does some weird stuff around the back here and improves the velocity of the air going into the bellmouth. I'll be honest, I haven't done a lot of research into this. I just thought this might be my easiest solution for an intake, and I thought it looked pretty cool. If I was going to go down the route of a turbo bellmouth, I want to see what option you guys would pick. First off, we've got the nice big silver smoothed radius bellmouth, which is sort of the same size as the turbo. Or I've got this nice titanium one with a burnt blue end, which has got some nice pink, purples and blues in it, which I think goes really well with the theme of the car. Not that you can see the pink, because my strut brace is down there. But this bellmouth is a little bit narrower, but the radius on it is a little bit less aggressive. So those are my two choices for bellmouths. As I'm not quite sure this matte silver bellmouth goes with the theme of the engine bay, I could always paint it the same pink as the strut brace. Or would that be too much pink? Something else I'm not quite decided on is attaching the bellmouths to the turbo. They are both the same size, so we are going to have to join that with a silicone coupler. So I got two colours to try. As it's 4 inch, it's quite hard to get different colours. So I've got blue to match the turbo and the intake, or black to match the rest of the pipes. So first up, the silver bellmouth with the blue silicone coupler. Now bearing in mind, I haven't cut these couplers down just yet, as they are a little bit too long. I would like to cut the couplers down so the bellmouth fits directly against the turbo. But if I'm going to cut the couplers down, I only want to cut one down. The big Michelor clamps do cover up a lot of the silicone hose, but obviously you can still see the colour of it. So that's the blue coupler with the silver bellmouth, the blue coupler with the burnt blue titanium bellmouth. The more I look at the burnt blue one, the more I like it. The burnt titanium bellmouth with the black coupler, which I think would look pretty good once this coupler is shortened down a bit, bringing that bellmouth right up to the turbo. Or the silver aluminium bellmouth with the black coupler. I'm not quite sure whether because the bellmouth is so big it's making the turbo look small, and this is not a small turbo. Or there is of course the option of painting this one pink. Okay, curiosity got the better of me and I've shortened that coupler down. Yeah, you can still see the colour a little bit, but nowhere near as much. But now the bellmouth is sitting right up against the turbo, so you can't see any of the silicone coupler from inside, and it looks like quite a nice smooth transition from the bellmouth to the turbo. So let me know what you think. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do I have completely nothing? A turbo guard, just a filter, some sort of intake, or a turbo bellmouth? I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have got to say and what experiences you guys have had. So as per usual, like, comment, share and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.